On to Gary Jennings out of West Virginia. So this man is 73 inches tall, 6'1", 215 pounds, 8.625 inch hands, 78.125 inch wingspan. So he's got kind of an interesting build. He's right in the middle of the pack for height, but he's on the heavier side with below average hand size, but above average wingspan. He's 23.06 years old, which is on the older side for this class. He's above average in the weight divided by height and span divided by height category, but below average in the hand size divided by height category. At the combine, he ran a 4.42 40-yard dash, which was above average in this class and actually a much better time than I would have ever guessed watching the film. He had a 37-inch vertical, which was average to above average in this class. 127-inch broad jump, which was above average in this class, 20 reps on the bench, which was above average in this class. He ran a pretty slow 7.32 second 60-yard shuttle, which if people are projecting him to the slot, that's a pretty concerning time. He did run a 4.15 second 20-yard shuttle though. So to me, the 20-yard shuttle is more important than the 3-cone. So I'm apt to lean towards the shuttle time over the 3-cone. He did not participate in the 60-yard shuttle, just like most of the other receivers in this class. In the film, I watched 2 games. The first was Oklahoma. Does not look very willing to block. Nice hands catch, but was wide open. He false steps. Poor blocking form. Good job finding the hole between 2 linebackers and making a hand sketch. He's a horrible blocker, has no clue. As we've already talked about, if you want to see the field in year 1, you either have to come in being able to block, or you need to flip that switch once you hit an NFL team. Decent route on the screen, but it was more of the defense messing up than him making a good play. I say below average acceleration, average to above average long speed, and average to below average agility. Nice route on the skinny post. Actually showed good acceleration and carried the defender for 7 yards after the catch. Body catch. Again, a nice skinny post. I think he was just more athletic than the number 19. Another body catch though. Not good at over-the-shoulder catches. That was all I had from the first game. Kind of a mixed bag. Not a good blocker, but ran some nice routes, showed the ability to hands catch, but also showed some body catches and some inability to adjust to the football on over-the-shoulder catches. On over-the-shoulder catches, I mean the dude is running down the sideline, the ball is going to land on his outside shoulder, and he can't track it in that last yard when it goes from his left shoulder over to his right shoulder, assuming he's running a right sideline fly route. The next game was against Virginia Tech. Definitely not going to separate with athleticism. When I say things like that, and then he has a pretty decent combine in a lot of ways, it's just kind of confusing to me. So, is the tape right, or is the combine right? Me, I always side with the tape. There are plenty of people who are athletic freaks when it comes to the combine, but cannot play football. Good job finding the soft spot in the zone on a slant. Very obvious in his over route and doesn't have the athleticism to separate from the defender. Good job finding the soft spot on the opposite side of the field for the first down. So that's twice where we've seen him find the soft spot in the zone. That means there are 3 linebackers and the receivers behind them. Well, dumb receivers stand behind the linebacker or run from one linebacker to the next. Smart receivers stand in between them and present a target for the quarterback. Dropped an easy hand catch on the left sideline. Made a nice off-balance hands catch on a slant. Ball was thrown behind him. That shows me a nice ability to adjust on the fly and not need every ball to be perfect when it's thrown to you. I also do not like Will Grier. I'm just going to put that on the record now. I don't like him as a quarterback. I do not think he's good. I don't think he'll make it in the NFL. I haven't even scouted him, but scouting these receivers, I am not a fan of Will Grier. Another body catch on the sideline. His first hand catch on an over-the-shoulder ball. He definitely has a higher level of athleticism when he's going on a deep route compared to all the others. When I see something like that on film, and then I see that he runs a 4.42, that makes a little more sense. So to me, this is more of a not understanding how to play football, not understanding how to really run a route, but he has the athleticism to possibly be a threat on the outside and maybe even the slot at the next level. He just has a lot to learn. So I would say he's probably a developmental person more than Gary Jennings is gonna go day one and be a 6th round steal and put up all these yards and catches. He's got some things to learn for sure. Caught the ball in a contested catch and had the strength to break the first tackle and the open field vision to score the touchdown. That's something I like to see. I like to see playmakers. It doesn't have to always be textbook. You have to adjust to where the defenders are when you're not expecting them after the ball gets there. Poor adjustment to a poorly thrown football on a seam route. So that means both he and the quarterback messed up. It was just a bad play all around on a seam. So when people are saying, oh, he's going to be a big slot, if you can't adjust to a seam route when you're playing the slot, that's a concern. A slot needs to be able to catch that seam route. You're essentially a different tight end. And when you can't block and you're trying to play the slot and you're trying to be an extra tight end, it's concerning. He needs some time for sure. Nice high hands catch on a 5-yard hitch on a poorly thrown football. Poor effort blocking on 4th and 5. So it's 4th and 5, and you're not going to give me any fucking effort. You're not going to give me any effort on 4th and 5 at the end of a game when you're the quote-unquote big slot that everyone is wanting. He definitely has a lot of areas to improve. Does he do some good things? Yes. He's got good enough athletic numbers to where he's big enough. He's got a nice wingspan. He's fast, he's strong, he's got a good broad jump, vertical, side-to-side direction change. But when the combine and the numbers look way better than the film, he's a multi-year project. He's not going to come in year one and do anything of note in the NFL. I'd almost guarantee it. It's always possible that I'm wrong. It's always possible that this guy gets the right coach, or in getting ready for the draft process, he got a good teacher that understood him and communicated with him, and now he gets it. And now he understands what he's seen on film. But with a wide variety of outcomes on the same types of routes in the same situations, he definitely has a learning curve that he needs to adjust to. I would put him kind of in the Antoine Wesley camp. I'd probably like Jennings a little better because he's stronger and faster and has a better broad jump and vertical and short shuttle. But he still has a long ways to go if he wants to be an NFL wide receiver.